What's up, everybody? It's your favorite host again here, your favorite YouTube couple, Miss Diva Talks, the Kid JW. Worlds collide, reacting to yet again another reaction video. This time about common myths that are still believed to be facts, coming to you from the Infographics Show. All right, so I don't know the backstory on this one.
Just had to be so serious.
So
The Infographics Show.
So we're gonna check it out. Because I feel like there might be a couple in here that I think is actually facts. I hope it's not, because I don't feel like being wrong today. All right. So without further ado.
Well, what's the common myth that you have, heard of?
Walk under a ladder is bad luck.
I thought that's a superstition, not a myth.
Okay, a myth. All right. You can get you not supposed to take showers when it rains or thunderstorm.
All right.
And you're supposed to turn off everything electrical in your house.
Okay, yeah. That's a myth.
Yeah.
Or is that still being superstitious? I don't know.
I don't know either, but without further ado, let's check it out, y'all.
Most myths have a hint of truth or common sense to them. Since they sound like they should be true, few people think to question or verify the accuracy of the myth. Here, however, are 10 common myths that have been debunked. It's a lovely day at the beach. That is, until your friends start splashing and screaming. They've been stung by a jellyfish. You help them out of the water. As they lay on the sand, trying not to cry from the pain, you stand over them and pull down your board shorts. Stop right there. We're putting an end to this gross myth once and for all. Number 10. Peeing on a jellyfish sting stops the stinging. Peeing on a jellyfish sting does not stop the stinging. Actually,
I've never heard of that.
Me neither, but it sounds like this person might be an R. Kelly fetish here with someone peeing on them.
What?
I don't know.
I mean, it sounds like something that comes from, more of this community than this community.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we swim places where we're going to get stung by jellyfish.
Nah, close out from it's a lake, and there's no jellyfish in the lakes around here.
All right.
Urine can worsen symptoms by aggravating the stinging cells the jellyfish left behind on the victim's skin and causing them to release more venom. Rinsing the sting area with vinegar will greatly lessen the pain. Then use tweezers to remove any tentacles. Then the sting area should be soaked in hot water. If there's no vinegar handy, rinsing a jellyfish sting with seawater is better than nothing, but stay away from using urine. Our next myth is scientifically impossible, but you might have heard it from your mom or grandma. Number 9. Don't go outside with wet hair, you'll catch a cold. It's simply not true. Colds are caused.
Okay, I've heard that one.
I've heard that one too, and I always told my dad, like, that's not true. Viruses cause colds, not the weather. But it never explained why when I hopped up the shower going to school, I was always stuffy head and whatnot. So I'm kind of trying to lean that this is kind of playing both, though.
Yeah, because for us, it's like you usually hear, don't take a bath or a shower, period, and then go right outside.
Yeah, you got to wait like 30 minutes or something like that.
Something like that. Because of that, I try to stay in the house after a shower or a bath. So.
Same here. I will be late to work instead of just, but that's another story.
Okay.
Caused by viruses, which are transmitted through exposure to virus-causing germs, which often spread through bodily fluids. Sick people sneezing, coughing, and spitting releases respiratory droplets into the air, and they may end up on surfaces. Touching surfaces that are teeming with virus-causing germs and then touching your mouth or nose transfers those germs into your system. We still don't suggest going out in the cold with wet hair, though. Not only can it be uncomfortable, it's actually bad for your hair. Hair is more fragile when wet, and cold weather can exacerbate hair breakage. Water molecules, which have penetrated the hair shaft, will expand as they freeze, which can cause the hair to stiffen and snap. Freezing water molecules also lift the cuticle and leave the hair exposed to environmental damage. Some of us have tried myth number 8, equally fascinated and horrified at the possibility of it actually working. Number 8.
All right, I've heard this one.
Me too, and I've always wanted to do it, but I'm scared because I saw what happened like on Mythbusters. The Discovery Channel back in the day.
Okay, yeah, I remember Mythbusters.
Yeah, and they was talking about it, and I was kind of like, oh, I want to try it, but I was like, I actually don't want to kill nobody either, though. So, let's see.
This might sound real foul, but you know what I would like to do?
What's up?
Have you seen, I Think I Love My Wife with Chris Rock?
Yeah.
And you remember how him and Kerry Washington's character was throwing dollars out the window?
Oh, yeah.
I want to do that.
8. A penny dropped off a skyscraper can kill a person below. Several different groups have done experiments testing this myth, and it's simply not true. Pennies, and in fact all coins, are aerodynamically unstable and tumble as they fall. The flat surface of a coin is conducive to air pushing up on it, which limits acceleration. Pennies fall to the ground at approximately 25 miles per hour. Being hit by a penny dropped from a skyscraper feels like being hit by a casually tossed pebble. An ordinary item actually dangerous to drop off a skyscraper is a metal ballpoint pen with a shirt clip. The clip acts as a fletching on an arrow and keeps the pen pointed down. The aerodynamics of the pen can cause it to accelerate to around 190 miles per hour. When the pen hits, it slams into a small area with a lot of momentum. It could quite possibly punch a hole in a human head. Myth number 7 only.
Wow, so a ballpoint pen is more dangerous to toss off a skyscraper than a penny.
Wow. I mean, a pen is sharp anywhere. Sharp anywhere.
Yeah.
But wow.
But explain the whole aerodynamic thing. I get it.
Wow. Me too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Seems true because of the physical discomfort that can occur if you disobey the myth. Number 7. Wait at least 30 minutes to go for a swim after eating. Supposedly after eating, the blood diverted to your digestive tract steals the blood needed to keep your arms and legs pumping during swimming, making you more likely to drown. Your body does supply more blood into your digestive system after eating to process a meal. However, it's not enough blood that can prevent your arms and legs from functioning properly. So, no, you don't need to wait before going for a swim. However, it's possible to get cramps, especially if you swim when you're very full. Our next myth is semi-true, but not for the reason people think. Number 6. Chameleons change color to camouflage themselves and hide from predators. Most chameleons are born with skin that mimics the colors and details of their native habitat, so they have a tendency to blend in. Chameleons do actually change colors, but generally it's to maintain a comfortable body temperature, as they cannot generate their own body heat. So a cold chameleon might become dark to absorb more heat. Too hot, a chameleon might turn pale to better reflect the sun's rays. Chameleons also alter their coloring to communicate with other chameleons. Males might become bright to signal their dominance. To signal ownership of territory or while fighting for a mate, male chameleons may turn dark. Females can let males know that they're ready to mate by altering their color. Some chameleon owners learn to read their pet's mood based on the color of its skin. However, videos or images that show chameleons changing colors as they encounter different surfaces, or changing colors to match patterns such as a chessboard, are fake. We're not sure how our next myth got.
Oh.
You know,
School failed us on that one because
they really did a lot of us on that one.
Exactly.
But because of school and elementary school, I kind of when I was young, like a kid, like about 8, 12, I kind of wanted to be a chameleon. Because I'd be like, that was like.
So you could blend into the background?
Exactly.
I wanted my superpower to be invisible.
That too. That too. For a lot of reasons that we can't talk about.
But fish are a lot smarter than humans think they are. Number 5. Fish, especially goldfish, only have a 3-second memory. Of course, goldfish look bored swimming around a tiny bowl, wouldn't you? Studies by scientists suggest that goldfish and other fish have memories that last much longer than 3 seconds. They have memories of around 5 months. During one study, scientists spent a month trying to train young fish in captivity to associate a certain sound with feeding time. Then the fish were released into the wild. Some 5 months later, the scientists played the sound, and the now adult fish showed up looking for food, having remembered the sound. Other experiments have been done with training goldfish to complete obstacle courses or associate a certain color with food. A bonus myth about goldfish: goldfish can be kept in bowls. Actually, no fish should be kept in a small bowl without filtration or aeration systems. If you do so, you shorten the life of the fish and the size that they'll grow to. When healthy and having access to good water quality and space, a goldfish never stops growing. That's why in the wild, a common goldfish is capable of growing to 10 pounds. We were rather disappointed.
Didn't we recently just have like somebody showing a giant goldfish or something like that?
On the news and whatnot.
Yeah.
Where people dropped a bunch of goldfish or whatever, or a few, into a lake, and they grew because apparently, like goldfish or stuff, if it's in a jar, it only can grow as big as their environment. The same like if you have a baby shark, you put in a small fish tank, it's only going to grow to be the size of that.
Now, why did you say baby shark? Baby shark. All right. Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Stuck in my head now. Thanks.
You're welcome.
To find out that our next myth isn't true because an animal that could shoot stingers from its butt would be awesome. Number 5. Porcupines can shoot their quills long distances. Sadly, this myth is an exaggeration of a porcupine's powers. The North American porcupine has about 30,000 quills, each one adorned with between 700 and 800 barbs along the 4 millimeters nearest its tip. These barbs help the quills remain embedded in a victim's skin. However, the quills are not shot. A victim must come into contact with the porcupine for the quills to be released. As the quills easily detach and the barbs help it stick in your flesh, it's still not in your best interest to go near a porcupine. We're glad to find out that myth number 4 isn't true.
Exactly.
Number 4, humans swallow 8 to 10 spiders a year while sleeping.
Wait. I thought that was a myth.
I'm gonna see y'all after this is done.
I thought that was a myth.
I don't like spiders, so I'm gonna holler at y'all.
I don't like them either.
To eat a spider while sleeping, especially if you sleep with your mouth open, it's unlikely. Spiders have no interest in humans. When they spin a web and take up residence in your home, it isn't because they're craving human company. In North America, there are around 3 or 4 species of spiders that are most likely to invade your home, and they do so because they found a safe spot that they feel has great potential for catching prey. When spiders go exploring or hunting for food, they're unlikely to crawl into bed with humans. An important part of a spider's sensory data is vibrations. Humans give off plenty of them while they sleep via heartbeat and breathing. Spiders are far more interested in avoiding the huge vibrating lump rather than exploring it. If you sleep with your mouth open, you're likely snoring, which gives the spider yet another reason to avoid you. Finally, if something crawls on your face, chances are you'll feel it and wake up before it reaches your mouth. Countless crime drama
Yo, it's amazing how they brought us spiders and we totally forgot the trajectory of the video.
Right.
Like, wait, that's true? Oh, no, that's a myth. That's
Right.
a myth. Oh, okay. All right. Whew.
Thankfully, people who snore like myself, we are good. We keep spiders away. So, yes, it's good. Told you there was some good in this.
Not for my sleep.
I'm keeping the spiders away.
TV shows are responsible for our next myth. It's often used as a dramatic plot device, but it's wrong. Number 3, you must wait at least 24 hours before filing a missing persons report. You don't need to wait 24 hours to file a missing persons report. In fact, there's no time period anyone must wait before filing the report. The sooner you notify the police, the better. Taking action within the first 48 hours is often vital to locating and bringing a missing person home safely. Speaking of police, myth number 2 is a little...
So, that was real.
Me too, because,
Because sometimes the police even say, have they been gone 24 hours?
Yeah.
So, wow. I've been lied to! Again!
Far-fetched, but probably rooted in the fact that police are seen as heroic and having to follow a particular moral code since they enforce the law. Number 2, in the U.S., undercover police have to disclose that they're police if you ask. Utterly false. The point of an undercover cop is to gather data and build a case against an individual or organization for criminal behavior. This process involves a lot of resources, money, labor, surveillance. No way is an undercover officer going to tell you they're a cop if it could jeopardize the operation. In fact, strategic lying is specifically a part of going undercover. Sometimes an undercover law enforcement officer will commit illegal activity to reinforce their cover identity and prove that they're definitely not a cop. An undercover cop participating in illegal activity with you or encouraging you to perform illegal activity is not considered entrapment. Entrapment only occurs when an officer gets someone to commit a crime they had no intention of committing or wouldn't likely normally commit. For example, if an undercover cop convinced a non-violent criminal who has a record of shoplifting to help with an armed robbery. Otherwise, undercover cops are free to lie about whether they're a cop and just about anything else. Our final myth highlights...
So I knew that was a myth. And ironically, it's coming from a TV show, Chicago PD.
I was just thinking that because there was an episode where the two
episodes, yeah.
Well, I'm not a fan of Chicago PD simply because I don't know. I like Chicago Fire.
Me too.
When they have crossovers, yeah, I'll watch. But I did see an episode where the two cops were going undercover into like gangs, and they were like buying guns or something like that, and then it didn't go through, and it was supposed to, and they were like going back and forth with each other, like it was your group, no, it was your group.
Exactly. And that's how I realized then, I was like, yo, they ain't gotta tell you because.
But that's dumb though. Why would they?
Right, like that's like me saying, oh hey, I'm a cop, but they don't tell nobody.
Like they did in animation.
Right, like hey, I'm watching this gang over there, don't tell them. Oh, okay. Hey, there's a cup over here. Come on now.
It's a dilemma nearly everyone in the world has experienced at some point. Number 1, the 5-second rule. It's safe to eat food that's been on the floor for 5 seconds or less. Obviously, this myth is dependent on the what and where. If you drop the cheese sauce covered nachos you just purchased on the floor of the convenience store, it's better you let them go. But what if you drop a cookie on your regularly cleaned kitchen floor? Is the 5-second rule true? If you choose to snatch up that cookie and eat it, you're in good company. In a survey of 2,000 people, 79% or 1,400 admitted to eating food that had fallen on the floor. We'd actually call this myth inconclusive. There have been many experiments done to determine how true this myth is. In addition to how moist the surface of the dropped food item is, how dirty the floor is, and the length of time the food is on the floor, the type of floor surprisingly made a big impact as to how dirty the dropped food got. Researchers discovered that carpet has a low transfer rate, while ceramic tile, wood, and stainless steel flooring have a much higher transfer rate. But no matter how quickly you snatch it up, once any food item comes into contact with the surface, it will pick up some type of bacteria. Sure, you can brush off any visible dust, but unfortunately it's not possible to sanitize dropped food. This occurs even when the floor is clean. No matter how clean a floor is, it still has bacteria. Chances are a floor cookie isn't going to kill you, or even make you sick. But you are playing Russian roulette with eating some gross germs. And now that you reached the end of our video, why not keep the watch part?
All right. That's very interesting.
It was, because I ain't going to even lie. I ain't going to even hold y'all up on here. I've ate food off my own floor.
Exactly. Me too. That's what I said. And in my house, yeah, I would. Like,
if I drop the box, if I drop like some cookies, now if it's like the last 3 cookies and I drop them, I'm going to eat them off the floor because it's my floor. But if I'm like at work or whatever and I drop something, no, I'm just getting played.
I can remember back in the day, this is when I was with my ex and he came to a family gathering. It was our New Year's party, which our family would do potluck.
Okay.
And so somebody, I can't remember who it was, but somebody had dropped some food on the floor. And I can't remember who all was in the kitchen, but one person was like, hurry up, you got 3 seconds. And somebody was like, oh, I thought it was 2. Somebody was like, oh, I thought it was 5. And somebody else was like, I thought it was 4. So obviously we all have eaten food off of the floor.
Exactly. It just all depends on where you at. If you at work, don't do it. If you're at your own house and you know you clean your house frequently, make sure it's on carpet. Tile, don't do it. More story.
Exactly. So, of course, if you like this reaction, hit the like button. And, of course, if you want to see more of us, hit the subscribe button. And go ahead and share it with somebody else so that they can enjoy the video, too. And leave us a comment. Let us know what you want us to react to. Of course, we love to react to these videos. They are highly entertaining yet informative at the same time. So,
exactly.
As per usual, the description will have the link to this YouTube channel and the original video.
Exactly. And if you want to learn something like this, make sure you follow this page because I'm feeling like school failed me. Matter of fact, I'm about to go subscribe to this page. But in the meantime, think we let them go?
Yep.
Catch you next time.
Bye, y'all.